Hello everyone, how are you? Right, so tonight I thought we'd look at the, how shall I put this? I've got several sort of PIMA techniques for you. Now I mean this, you find it more in classical guitar and flamenco guitar, but it's starting to creep into the electric guitar as well. So the name of that guy is Matteo Mancuso. You'll find that he uses it a lot. I've seen Tim Henson use it, and there's something related to it, which is that sort of thumping technique, which some people find it a mystery, but you actually how should I put this? Like in classical guitar, if you're thumping, that means that would equate with like a bad technique. But it's kind of been discovered by accident. But but there again, in some ways, maybe this, if you discover something new, then it's not bad technique, is it? Anyway, so I'm babbling a little bit because I've got a fair bit to get through. Now, the most obvious, right? So first of all, what is PIMA? Well, P stands for the thumb. A lot of this comes from the Spanish, but P means it's the pulgar, the thumb, basically. I is your index finger, M is your middle finger, A is the annulus or ring finger, and occasionally you get the L, which is the little finger, but you don't always need that one. I mean, it's people like if you've ever seen that Guitarra with Julian Bream, he plays this piece by Dionisio Aguado, which is this rondo. I think it's a rondo, and he's using all five fingers at once, and it's a phenomenally difficult thing to do. So, but we're not going to go into that today. So, what I want to do, first of all, I want to give you some basics, just get you started on this. And if you're finding the electric a bit too tricky, if it's hurting your fingers or you start to get blisters and things, do stop. Don't hurt yourself. But it might be worth trying out with a nylon string guitar first of all. It doesn't have to be anything special, just something to practice on. So I'm just going clean at the moment. Clean with a bit of reverb, neck pickup, because I like that, and I like this guitar on neck pickup as well. So just first of all, just practice doing that. Now we're bringing in the middle finger. Rolling, 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 yep. And then we're bringing in the index finger. And then but what we're going to do instead, we're going to go and move the thumb down here. Okay, now I'm getting ahead of myself. So the next bit, it's that Metallica song, Nothing Else Matters. That'd be another good thing to practice as well. I mean, practically everybody knows that song. But if you just play the E minor chord and then just practice doing that, nothing else. I know it's a music shop song and everything else, but it does help work out your fingers. Now another one is the Villalobos Etude number 1. And I'm not playing it exactly right. And then you just want to build up the speed. I'm going too fast for you. Again, let's just start with the thumb, index finger, sorry, thumb, middle finger, index finger. while you want to actually, you'll start to forget what your right hand is doing. Okay, that's one thing you can try. There's something I got from Tomatito, who's a flamenco guitarist, brilliant player, one of my all-time favourite influences. So what we're doing here, just practice doing that. Because once we know what these fingers are doing, we can practically, it becomes subconscious. They're just, so it's more about the thumb. And the thing about Tomatito, because even though he's a flamenco player, he was very influenced by George Benson. So he became known, sort of combining, there's several flamenco techniques which use the thumb. But he was sort of like, well, what if I compare that with what George Benson is doing? And then he just developed this almost like a bionic thumb. So he's able to like play chords with his fingers, but then play like walking bass lines with his thumb. So for example, let's say, right, so we're going to play like an F Lydian pattern, but with that E. So that makes it playing over like an F major 7. Now let's see without the thumping technique. It's where you're doing the thumb. You're doing it too heavily. So you can do it like in a classical guitar. It wouldn't make that much difference. But although if you're doing it too heavily, it would sound wrong, kind of. Unless you get into people like Mangare and. But anyway, I don't want to babble too much. But Mixolydian. What you're playing. Now you just use the opening string. And then of course the other thing you can do if you just pluck in the, because all you're doing is just grabbing, you know, I mean everybody can grab. So might be worth trying that now. So on chords, here's an exercise on. Well, I'm going to show you two exercises. First one is just, we're going to move that chord shape up chromatically. Yeah? And I'm going to do it backward. try and make them even. Now going up, it's a bit harder. I don't find that easier. Going up. But coming down is harder. So the first exercise, that's more sort of like just like a warm-up kind of thing. But the second one, and the idea is to try and make them as even as you can. And you'll feel it. You'll feel the muscle working, you know, if you're doing it properly. And then there's like a third one which you can do, which you probably guessed this one, which is like where you're going to go. I need to practice this one a bit more. It's hard. Yeah, and so on and so on. So because once you got that down, yeah, once you got that down, or even just playing partial chords where maybe you're just playing, you know, like you're just playing different intervals. I've gone back to more to that technique again. I like that technique though, because it's sort of, but it makes it sound more complicated than it actually is. Yeah, so does that give you some ideas? I know I've thrown a lot at you tonight, but the idea is to just take a few of the ideas and, you know, come up with things for yourself. I mean, maybe if you've been playing classical guitar for a while, or you know, like flamenco, it might be, you know, you may already have a lot of this already down, and you just move on to the electric and say, oh yeah, I can do that, can't I? I mean, this is one of the wonders about the electric guitar, is that you can combine all this history, you know, of these different techniques that we've got. You can combine something old with something ultra modern. You know, there's nothing really. I mean, I think it's in one of those REH videos. It's like Richard Kotzen. He's doing that sort of slap technique in there. You know, so it sort of predates the Tosin Abasi and Tim Henson and you know, and whoever else. You know, so yeah, so I hope that's given you some inspiration, and I hope I haven't confused you too much. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.